Next up, we have a candidate for First District House of Representatives, Ben Lang.
Thanks, Steve, for having me. Appreciate it. Hey, I'll keep this short and quick, and I know you all have a busy life, so I want to make this important, though. As most of you know, my name is Ben Lang. I grew up about a half hour north of here in small town Quasqueton, Iowa. Population 499. And just like David Moss said, my wife and I, when we had the birth of our first child over 5 years ago, we made a beeline right back here to Iowa because it's by far the best place to raise children. There's no doubt about it. So I can certainly appreciate that aspect. You know, it was about a year ago, I think, the last time, or the first time, I'd come to Linn County as a potential candidate. You know, I grew up north of here, and, you know, we come to Cedar Rapids to do our grocery shopping, go out to the movies, go out to eat, school shopping, those kind of things. But it was about a year ago, and I came to actually this event, the Chili Cook-Off. And I can tell you, over the past year, I have received encouragement from folks, many of you in this room, all throughout the northeast side of the state, saying, Ben, we believed in you last time. So with organizational support, financial support behind you, we know you can do it this time. We are looking, as a nation, at one of the most profound moral failures, social injustices in America's history. What I mean by that is the national debt. It's been talked about here, our state situation, but our federal situation. And it's perpetrated not by one class of citizens against another, or one race against another, but by one generation against the next. Folks, I have 3 daughters, 1, 3, and 5 years old. And those 3 are $150,000 in debt before they can even ride a bike. And my opponent, I want to make very clear, because my opponent, Bruce Fraley, is going to fly low under the radar here in Linn County, and he's going to display the Tom Harkin playbook. And he's going to talk about how moderate he is. He's going to talk about being a budget hawk. He's going to talk about veterans issues, and his new one that you may have seen in the news recently is the child tax adoption credit. How many of you are going to go in the voting booth and determine your vote based upon the child tax adoption credit? Folks, it's because he doesn't want to talk politics. He doesn't want to talk about his voting record, about Obamacare, about the stimulus, about the bailout, about his 7 times to increase the national debt limit, about being the only member of the entire Iowa delegation to vote against a balanced budget amendment. The only member. Folks, this individual is the most liberal member of the entire Iowa delegation. In Linn County, hasn't had the opportunity to be represented by him. But he's coming here. He is coming here, and he's going to do everything he can to win this election. And I'm going to tell you, we are going to go toe to toe, because we did it 2.5 years ago, and we are prepared to do it again. It's not going to stop, though, at the national debt. We're going to continue to talk about issues, about reviving the American industry based upon free market principles. We're going to talk about reclaiming our education system to be tailored to the consumer. Who's the consumer? The parents. Not some bureaucrat, not some special interest group. We're going to talk about reviving humility in government. No more interjecting government into your most intimate health care decisions. For the first time in America's history, you're going to be forced to purchase a private product. And Bruce Fraley supports it all. And I want you to know he's going to do everything he can not to talk about his record. Everything he can. Folks, this is a huge commitment. A huge commitment for my wife, for my family, for my parents, my in-laws, but we are all in. You know, actually, it's been over 15 years ago since I was in high school up in East Buchanan County. And played quarterback for the high school football team. We weren't too bad, Final 4 in the state. But every single practice, our football coach made the wide receivers, the running back, and as a quarterback, me too, we would go down with the offensive linemen, and the defensive linemen, and work on blocking and tackling. And I hated it at the time. I hated working on blocking and tackling. I'm a quarterback. The running back hated it. The wide receiver Beavers hated it. But why did we do it? I hated it at the time, but why did we do it? Because blocking and tackling wins games. Blocking and tackling wins games, and it's the same things with campaigns. Folks, there is no doubt about it. We are doing the blocking and tackling. We are putting the time in, we are putting the effort in, and we are putting the work in. But I need your help. I need your help right here in Lynn County. On these tables, all out here, and I'll finish with this. On these tables in front of you are handouts. On them is a brochure about our family, what we stand for, but in the back, you want to talk about blocking and tackling? How do we win campaigns? How do we win this? Because it doesn't matter who wins the nomination if you can't beat Bruce Braley in November. Blocking and tackling is at the back of that brochure. There's a supporter card that says, I will help Ben. I will help you walk in a parade, put up a yard sign, make phone calls, contact your neighbors, go on the internet for us. This is how we win it. There's no magic potion. There's no silver bullet. I'm asking you for tonight. Melanie and Austin, you raise your hands back there. Those are 2 interns with our staff. I am asking you to help us through the blocking and tackling. Fill out that supporter card. Be a part of our team. I'm not asking for 40 hours. I'm asking for 15 minutes. Help us win this. This is the fight for our future. And it starts right here in Iowa. And in the 1st Congressional District, it starts right here in Lynn County. You want to not know who holds the line? You want to not talk about who is the last stand? Look around the room. It is you. It is Lynn County that's going to decide this election. So I'm asking for your help. I'm asking for you to believe in this campaign. My family and I, as I said before, we are all in and we need your help. So appreciate the opportunity to be here. We will see more of you over the coming months, because we can win this election, and we want you all on our team. So thank you very much. Appreciate it.